Morgan, teaching artist, here today to make a fun spider puppet with you using math, multiplying by 2. So what you'll need for this lesson is just toilet paper or paper towel rolls, scissors and glue, some markers or crayons, and some string, which you can use with a hole punch or a stapler, depending on what you have, and of course, black paper. So to get started, we're going to first cut whatever type of roll we have, our cardboard roll. And you want to cut it, really to the size that you want, however big you want your spider to be. And maybe you have a friend that you can share the rest of your roll with. You might want a grown-up to help you with this. It can be kind of hard to cut through cardboard, so be careful. And the next thing you'll want to do is decorate your this is your spider body. So I decorated one with some markers. You can see I've got mostly black on it. Mine was inspired by the Black Widow spider. I put some red on it, and I put a lot of eyes on mine too. I think I have 12 eyes. So friends, it's totally up to you how you want to decorate your spider. When I was learning about spiders, I found out that some spiders have 8 eyes, some spiders have 12 eyes, some spiders have no eyes. So you get to be really creative and make your spider look however you want. You can make it creepy, cute, scary, whatever you'd like. I'm gonna do some eyes, and I'm just gonna do a smiley face with fangs. I'm gonna go fast, but I want you to color in your whole spider body, okay? Add lots of decorations, whatever you'd like, any colors you'd like. Once I've got this all colored, decorated like this guy, it's time to get legs. So I've got one piece of black paper, and I need how many legs for a spider? 8. Spiders are part of a group of insects called arachnids. That means they have 8 legs, but things like ticks and scorpions are also arachnids, which I thought that was really interesting. But we're going to use math to figure out how to go from one piece of paper to 8 little pieces of paper that are about the same size. So what you're going to do first, keep your paper kind of going long like this and fold it in half. So now it's like a really long, skinny book, right? So when I fold it in half like that, if I open it back up, if I were to cut this in half on this line, that would give me 2 equal pieces of paper. I've multiplied one paper by 2 that way. But I'm going to fold it in half again. So just like I did before, bring up the long edge to the long edge and crease that. Friends, if I were to open that up, I would now go from 2 to 4 pieces of paper if I were to cut that. But I need how many legs? 8 legs. And what is 4 times 2? 8. So if I fold this one more time, this part's kind of hard. You want to really crease it. Maybe have a friend help you hold it while you crease it. That just means you run your fingers along all of your folded lines really well. And if I open it back up, it might be hard to see on the camera, but I will show you when I start cutting. I've got 8 separate little folded sections. I'm going to use these lines as my guidelines to cut out 8 legs. Get your scissors and cut these out. Remember to be very careful of your hand that's holding your paper and your scissors. Just do your best to cut along that folded line. It's okay if it's not perfect. I think that spider puppets look better when they're not perfect, so just have fun. And you'll want to cut out every single one of these lines. I'm only going to cut out a couple and then show you what to do next. Take your time, cut along each one of these crease lines, and when you're done, you should have 8 equal strips of paper for the legs. Now, this is a pretty good spider leg, I guess, but wouldn't it be more fun to give your spider legs a little more wiggle and dance? So I'm going to show you how to accordion fold your spider legs so that they have a little more wiggle and jump to them. It's really easy to do. Start with just a small section of your paper, and you're going to just fold it on top of itself and crease it. I'll show you what I did. See, just a really easy little fold over. Now I'm going to pick it up and flip the whole paper over, so now my folded tab is underneath on the bottom, and I'm just going to pick that piece up and fold it back over itself. Just like that. It was underneath, and I flipped it over and folded it again. This is all you're going to do. You're just going to fold it, flip it over, fold it back on itself. Be sure you always give it a really good crease each time. That's going to really help to give your legs a lot of wiggle. Flip it over, fold it back. Flip it over, fold it back. Flip it over, fold it back. It helps me to chant what I'm doing so I remember what I'm doing. You're going to do this to every single one of your little spider legs. Do your accordion fold. Remember, it's okay if they look a little different from each other. You can test out maybe doing really skinny, small accordion folds or really thick ones like this. Just see what works best for you. Now you'll want to glue your legs onto your spider. We have nice big legs and kind of a small spider body, but don't worry about that. It's okay if the legs overlap a little bit. So I'm just going to start with a dot of glue. Remember, just a dot, not a lot. Does not take very much glue. And I'm just going to set my spider body on that leg. Remember, the trick with glue is you just have to hold it and wait. So maybe give it a count to 20. Even after you've done that, be really careful with your spider puppet while it's drying. You can't play with it right away, though I know you'll really want to. So I'm going to take each one of my 8. Remember, I have to have 8 because it is an arachnid. 8-legged little creature that I know that we'd all love to find crawling around in our sock drawer. It might be a good place to leave the spider puppet in somebody's sock drawer. See if you can scare them. Keep gluing all of your little legs down. I'm just putting a little dot of glue on it, and then I'm putting it kind of underneath my spider body and then pressing on it. And then I can use 2 fingers to press on both sides and let this dry. And once I've got all of my legs on, I can let it dry a little bit, and you can take your hole punch. You might want a grown-up to help you with this. Give it 2 holes. Oh, let's see if Miss Morgan could get her hole punch to work. Pretty close to each other, one and the other. This way you can thread your string through. Oh, there goes a leg, so you have to really wait. Thread your string through and just tie a simple single, well, double knot, but I'm just bringing it one string around the other, pulling that tight, and then doing it again. Make a loop, bring that short string all the way around and through. Pull it tight. If you don't have a hole punch, you can also just staple the string right there and do a double knot. That will work too. And when it's all dry and ready to play with, you will have your very own authentic 8-leg arachnid spider puppet. Okay, have fun. Bye-bye.